We were in a good conversation during the commercial. What were we talking about?
Talking about Ganji, you know.
Oh, yeah, Fat Ganji and women. We were saying that Fat Ganji will find a woman one day, and Fat Ganji's mom will hand the woman a piece of paper that says, here's what he eats, here's what he wears. And then the wife will take over right where the mother left off.
Right.
Instruction sheet.
What?
The instruction sheet.
Yeah.
He likes tied in his clothing.
Yeah. Feed him this and wash his clothes in there.
Ganji comes with an instruction manual.
Yeah.
Like leaving a baby on a doorstep.
And he'll just stand there like a retard. I told Ganji he could come to the Super Bowl party at Scores today.
Thank you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I told him he didn't have to wear a dress. I gave him a break.
I got a great story. Ganji's mom came over to the apartment to check it out.
Yeah.
First thing she did was make his bed.
Oh, man.
Listen, I have the best mother in the world.
Right.
No,
Yes, she hasn't figured you out yet.
Yeah. She's been a little too good to you.
She's the only woman who loves you.
That's why you're unmotivated.
I would be so lucky to get a woman like my mother.
Why don't you just marry your mother?
I think he did.
He's got to be good to his parents because they're basic. Well, actually, I'm supporting him now.
Yeah, you've become his parent.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna have a long talk with you on Monday though about you and your attitude and everything.
Is he still giving you a problem?
Yeah. I don't even want to joke about it on the air.
I actually noticed, you know what, I was just talking to my wife the other day. I noticed, maybe it's because Ganji works with you every day, but on the air, he's a lot, like, ballsier to you.
Feistier.
He's feisty. When you yell at him, he fights back now.
Does he? Well, I don't know what to do with him. I mean, like, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something. I don't know what to do with you.
Uh-huh.
I gotta think about it. Here's the deal. You want to hear the problem?
Yeah, I would like to know how he's causing you trouble.
All right.
You shouldn't even think about Ganji.
I can't spend a lot of time on this.
Right.
All right? Okay. Here's the deal. Oh, here's Scott. Oh, you got that OJ stuff?
OJ tape.
Hey, we got exclusive. You know how everyone's going around saying that they got the OJ tape of OJ talking?
Yeah.
We got it. We got a hold of it. We got the tape. We're not even supposed to have it.
OJ sent it to us.
Well, kind of, yeah. We kind of got it.
Yeah?
It goes on sale this morning.
It goes on sale this morning, but supposedly not. Who's airing it tonight?
Current Affair has exclusive something or other.
We have exclusive.
Yes, right.
Damn it.
First.
We're first. Stop the presses. Yeah, put that up there, Scott. I don't know if I want to go into
go into it another time.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
No, it's the same problem. You see, here's what it is. I like Ganji. He's a nice kid. And I had my reservations about him because he's not super motivated in life. He's one of those kids that if I hadn't taken him under my wing, he'd already be in his father's construction business. He wouldn't be in broadcasting.
Yeah.
And he's a nice guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we all like him.
But you know what I mean by he's not motivated?
I know exactly what you mean.
Well, he's just not a self-starter.
I'm trying to become more motivated.
Yeah, I know. I know you are. But here's the deal.
If that's a problem, he's trying to become more motivated.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Can you imagine?
I
mean, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm dealing with.
I am motivated.
You're not. Trust me. I know motivation. You want to know who's motivated?
Uh-huh.
Me. You are not motivated. I am super motivated.
Uh-huh.
It's got nothing to do with money. It's got nothing to do with anything.
Right.
It's just I've got a passion in life.
Right.
Either you have it or you don't.
Right.
It has to do with the way you're raised. If you're raised in a fearful environment where you think that you're never going to be able to feed yourself, or you're ever going to, or your father thinks you're a jerk, you become either you become a complete alcoholic, like our own Jackie, or you become super motivated.
Right.
When you're coddled and told your every bowel movement is perfect.
You have
different.
nothing to accomplish.
What about
some
if you
people
had, like,
can rise
both?
above it?
What if you had like both?
No,
I had a father like that, the mother.
You had your father.
Right.
Your father throwing your parties for your
That part of
graduation.
Ganji was a testament to your life.
Did you ever fear in your entire life when you turned 18 that you might not be supported? Did you ever have that fear?
No, never had.
Okay.
Howard had that
All
fear.
right, okay, here.
I never had that fear.
Okay, all right. All right.
He doesn't have that fear now. What are you talking about?
Well, his idea of motivation is letting his mom make his bed.
Yeah.
That's his motivation. All right, so here it is. So anyway, anyway, is a nice guy. I like him and stuff. And I needed some work done in my house, because I had a whole bunch of pile up of tapes and stuff laying around. And I needed someone to help me.
Yeah, you needed somebody to sort through them, catalog them, that whole thing.
Yeah. So, I said, hey, I'll do this for Ganji because he hasn't been making any money, and he's a good guy.
And he's trying to get into broadcasting. He's not going to.
I mean, he doesn't have a voice. He doesn't have any ideas. He doesn't, like, you go to Ganji, hey, Ganji, got any ideas for the show? He's like,
Ganji is a blank slate. You write on him.
Yesterday he came up with an idea, a good idea, for the first time, and then we found out it was Gary's idea that he stole.
What was that?
About doing Ramona. I was the one who said, let's go down there with cameras and stuff.
No, I had said it to Tom before.
I don't know.
But I do have to tell you that Ganji's questions have not changed much when he follows the guests outside.
Yeah, I know. And last night for the first time, like I was so. Oh wait, I'll get to that. All right. I'll get to it.
Okay. This is Ganji after every interview. So how'd it go?
Yeah, right.
No, but there's more questions than just that one.
He's so
every
bad.
time I come out of, I always go around to say hello to the guest at the end of the interview. Ganji's always standing there with a camera in my face. There's no reason for it, no rationale for it.
It's all wasted time and tape. Okay, so anyway, he doesn't see this. So anyway, because I'm watching one of the shows, I'm watching with that heavy chick, the one who comes in here and, how's it going? How's it going? The same question.
I'm trying not to be you. If you want,
I don't know what you should be. You should be like Scott Einziger. Einziger knows how to do it.
What about listening to the interview and following up?
No, this is before the interview. These are before the interview.
He's just a boring guy.
You can't even.
So how's it gonna go?
How's it gonna go?
So how are you?
Everything's so. All right. So listen. So anyway, Ganji is a good kid. A real nice, well-mannered person. Kind of depressing to be around. Like a real drain.
He's a whiner.
He's a whiner, and also when he gets down about his situation, he just looks down, and he's down.
Yeah, but his whole demeanor is the whiner demeanor. He's like...
And you feel like you're victimizing him. I don't know if you see this in yourself, but to be around you, and the way I look at it is like, hey, I want to help this guy. I like him.
You've given him an opportunity here.
Yeah, but he looks miserable.
It's not the right opportunity.
He's happy when he's holding that dumb camera. So anyway, that no one else could do. So anyway, I had decided a couple of years ago that I'll let Ganji help me out at the house, and I'll give him some money. And believe me, if I told you what I'm paying him, you'd tell me I was nuts. For what he's doing. But okay, listen, he's able to make some income off it. So then all of a sudden when we started taping our radio show for the E! channel, they said to me, we're going to bring... I didn't like what was going on in the hall. They weren't capturing enough stuff. I said, you need a cameraman working a camera out in the hall. They said, do you have anyone in mind for the job? So I know Ganji had really wanted a job, and I just said to myself, well, okay, maybe I'll get him the job. That way he can get some benefits. He can also get a salary from them. And on top of that salary, I'll pay him to come out to my house.
You're forgetting one small detail.
Yeah.
He was whining about the other job he had, which was logging the show.
I know. There's no job that he likes.
Boring. There's no windows.
Yeah, right.
I'm back there all alone.
Guys, don't I have the right to...
So anyway, no, you have the right to do anything. I wish you'd leave. I want to fire you, but I don't...
Don't I have the right...
Can I fire you?
No.
Do you mind?
No.
All right, listen, this is what I was going to... I'm going to give him one more chance. I'm going to have a long talk with him.
Hey, can I tell you something? You know Rich, the guy that took over for Ganji?
Yeah.
I had to give him a lift somewhere the other day.
Yeah.
So he said, hey, how's it going? Being back there. And he goes, I really have come to enjoy it. He goes, it's 5 hours. It flows by really quickly. I really get to listen to the show. I'm having a great time.
I really liked it. I really like Richard a lot.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe that. He said, because having heard from Ganji for so long how bad it was, I thought it was bad, but it's not.
For a long time, Richard.
No. Don't you understand? Whatever you give Ganji to do is bad. Everything's bad. Everything in his life is bad. If he's not making, I don't know what he wants. He wants to be a star or something.
Yeah.
I know you were taking acting lessons. Go be a star. Why are you taking up? So now I'm in a bind. I got a guy who's at my house dragging his ass, and he's all upset.
Oh, he's
doesn't want to be out there. Yeah. And then I said, while you're here, how many times does he have to pick up the camera and really tape someone? Like all week, we didn't have any guests in.
It was a slow week.
It was a slow week. So I said, do me a favor, take care of some of the paperwork that I need done on my house. We have all these articles that have to be filed away. Do some filing work while you're sitting there. So what does he do? He doesn't get any filing work done during the show because he thinks it's demeaning.
No.
And then when Laura, my assistant, confronts him on it, he doesn't like to answer her. He thinks that she's not his boss, and it's like I got to now step in and take care of you like a baby.
Like Angie thinks you're making this up, but did you wonder why Kathy was in at 6:30 one day this week? She was looking at you.
We were watching what you were doing. You do nothing.
No, you're kidding.
You're lazy. We have to bring a person in just to watch you work to find out what you're doing. Because people say to me, what does Ganji do during
all morning?
What does Ganji do during the show? No one knows. I don't know what he's doing. He's running around. How much do you have to run around with a video camera?
Sometimes
What?
This is the thing. If I missed a shot, and then you'd yell at me if I missed it. If I didn't get something that happened, like yesterday,
I had to hire a person to watch Ganji. I got people to watch Ganji. You're causing me problems.
I sit there and I do articles every free moment I have.
He gets 30 articles done a day. Should be able to knock out 100, 150.
What does it require?
Tell Robin what you have to do. Tell Robin what you have to do.
I have to take a piece of paper, an article. A whole thing. Hey. Let's say there's a little mention of Howard here. I have to cut the little mention out. I have to cut the author out. I have to cut the date out. I have to cut the publication out. I have to cut all the stuff out, and I have to tape it to a piece of paper nicely.
It's cut and paste?
Yeah, I gave him a kindergarten job.
But all right, so it's a kindergarten job, but it takes time. I have to cut each little piece out and tape it to a piece of paper.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time.
And then I have to make
all I want him to do is cut stuff out of a piece of paper.
He might miss and cut the word Howard.
I gave him arts and crafts to do.
It's not like you're asking him to color.
No, but you know what it is?
It has to be done correctly or it won't come out right.
And it takes a lot of time. I understand that for you.
It's like I gave him an arts and crafts project.
There are kindergartners who can do that job.
I know. I just need... Listen, I don't want to hire 75 people to do this stuff. But, he doesn't get a whole lot done during the week. And unless he has somebody watching him, he doesn't move fast. He's like a turtle. You come in at 6 o'clock in the morning. If you got nothing to do, get in there and start working. I watch you. I see you standing around. Let's get to work. Do some work. Be productive.
You know what Ganji does best at?
What?
Short-term, goal-oriented things.
Yeah, right.
If you say, I need this by a specific period of time, something that won't take a long time, doesn't take a lot of brain power, Ganji can get that done.
The problem is...
He can't go the long haul with something that's a day-in, day-out thing.
The problem is, I don't have time to sit and give him short goals. I need a guy who can just get it done.
You know who Robin just described?
Yeah.
I swear it's like Forrest Gump.
I know.
It is.
But that's what I'm saying. That's Ganji. And it's like, I don't have all that much time, so I'm saying, hey, leave here. I know a girl...
Where is he going to go?
I don't know, but I have a girl who wants to take over his camera job, or I get Richard to take over the camera job, and then do and then they can work out of the city. I don't even need him at my house.
Yeah.
But the reason we have to have him out at the house is because he's so lazy, he's got to be watched.
That's a load of bull. It's just a
all
load
right,
of bull.
okay.
That really is.
How many articles did you get done yesterday?
A few. I got
How many?
Done.
How many's a few?
I don't know. 10, 15.
10 or 15.
But yesterday was a
He's here for 5 hours.
All the articles aren't like...
No. I just need him to do some stuff for me. He can't. You know what it is? Instead of coming in and saying, okay, I'm going to get a lot of stuff done today. Boom, 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 boom. Get a lot of stuff done. Sit there with the dumb camera and a radio so you can hear what's going on.
Maybe he has too much to do. See, he can't...
He can't do two things at the same time.
No.
He can't. I'm telling you, I've seen the guy work.
I've been explaining it for months now, and what seems to be the problem is...
Oh, there's a problem.
No. The problem is, I don't want to miss... I have 2 jobs. I don't want to miss one, and I'm trying to do the other. Now, if you have
what does you want to miss, though? What are you going to miss?
Are you sitting there listening to the radio?
Are you listening to... So how would you miss anything?
Yes, in the back, I'm on a delay.
So don't be on a delay.
So let's fix that.
Fine, so say that to somebody.
Get it fixed.
Let's fix that. Okay, your dad will fix it. I'll fix it for you. I'll get it done.
That's what we're talking about, the lack of motivation. You noticed a problem, and you just sat there with it.
In life, you're on delay. You're on delay.
You're on a delay.
Yeah. You just let Ganji, face it. Ganji, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have a job. No one would hire you.
Oh, that's not true.
Go ahead and please prove me wrong.
Your dad would hire you.
All right, your dad would hire you.
You don't think anybody would hire me?
No.
See, that's not true.
Not in the media.
That's not true.
What would you do?
You
should have footage of when Ganji has to carry the food back to the E. He's like carrying a tray of food, like for all the E guys.
Yeah.
And you can see in his face that it's so below him that he's not made to be a waiter or a waitress.
I know.
What am I doing this for?
I know. What is it, Ralph?
I usually have some free time. I could help you out with those articles.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Ganji's ready to give up his job already.
No, but you see what I mean?
Nice.
You see, he's like, okay, I'll help you out.
Right.
But I'm paying you. Get in it. Understand, the reason I gave you the camera job, any idiot can do that camera job.
Right.
In fact, I know idiots better than you that can do that camera job. Because I tuned in last night. I'm watching that show. I don't know what kind of questions you're asking. In fact, I got to now find someone to ask the questions while you hold the camera.
Somebody's got to write questions for him?
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to help him.
Oh, my God.
I never heard questioning like that. I want you to be a self-starter. I want you to become the man that I know you can become. Doesn't matter what you do in life. If you're the president of IBM or you're Ganji. If you got to do an article, get in there. Get them done. Get in there. Show everyone what good job you can do.
Create a system that is efficient.
He thinks I won't fire anybody. I don't want to fire you, but get in there and do something. Make everyone proud of you. You know you can do a lot more during the morning. You're screwing off.
I'm not.
Because nobody's watching you.
I'm really not.
Because the radio's on delay. There've been 5 days this week where nobody's been in. You should have.
Right, I did a lot of articles.
No, you didn't. You didn't do enough. Get out of here. Listen, that's
why are you arguing? He's already said he's had people watch you. They know what your production is, and it wasn't enough.
I want to see.
I need a camera on you.
I want to see somebody do them just as fast as I do them.
Okay.
That's what I want to see.
We'll have to prove to you now.
Because I know I do a good job. I know I do it. And I know I do.
You know what his problem, the other problem is, this is exactly it. He never questions whether he does a good job.
No, he knows he does a good job.
If he does it, he knows that it's good.
I'm telling him he's not doing a good job.
You can do a better job than me.
I'm telling him he's not doing a good job, and he still argues with me.
I have never seen anything like this.
You should just say, Ganji, you should say, Howard, I will try to do better.
Tell the truth, Ganji. What you really want to do is just work the camera here, and you'd like to stop doing all this stuff.
And hang out.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Would you like to just work the camera?
I'd like to do a lot of things.
No. Excuse me. Would you like to just work the camera and have no other responsibilities?
No, absolutely not.
No, you're lying.
Absolutely
now
not.
you're lying.
No, that's wrong.
See, if you just told the truth, I would have relieved you all the other duties. But you lied to me. You lied to me. You lied to me. You just blew it.
No, I'm
going to ask you again. I'm going to ask you again. What would you like to do? Tell me your job. What would you like to do? What's your fantasy job?
My fantasy job is to act. That's my fantasy job.
We don't have any of those jobs around here.
I'm saying, no, I know that. But
act busy. No, go back.
Act busy.
Act more energetic.
Act competent.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Mr. Newton.
You want to act like a real energetic guy. Let me tell you about Gary. You might think Gary's a total nitwit, but I'll tell you one thing about Gary. If I give Gary a piece of tape to listen to, like the O.J. Simpson tape, he can pull out exactly what I want.
Right.
But that's a talent.
That's a talent. Absolutely.
He might look stupid. He might have funny teeth. He might be dim-witted, but he has a talent that I require.
Okay. I'm not doubting that.
See Jackie over there? He might be divisive. He might be the guy who sits and badmouths me. He might be the guy who sits there, I don't know, on any given day and go out in the hall and say, hey, don't tell Howard, and all that stuff. And the only reason I'm willing to put up with Jackie, the only reason, I don't like Jackie. I find him sad. I find him depressing to be around. I think he's a loser. But the reason Jackie sits there is because he has a talent. I think he's a funny writer. That's it. Right. That's the only reason. It's the only reason. There's no other reason to keep Jackie around.
Now, when he thinks of Ganji...
He drinks. He smokes too much pot.
Right.
There's no loyalty whatsoever.
One saving grace.
One saving grace. He has talent.
So what's my...
And I can make fun of Fred all I want all day. But I'll tell you one thing. All right, forget Fred. Look, come on. Fred, you're a bad example.
I knew you were going to get into
Fred's just my lucky charm, all right? Okay, there you go. Now, listen. There you go.
I saw the order.
Oh, come on. All right.
You were going to go too far.
Sometimes I wish there were 25 hours a day to goof on Fred. Now, listen, Ganji,
but when you think of Ganji, you don't think of one redeeming quality?
Ganji's my biggest problem in the day. He's my biggest problem.
It's a lie.
It is not a lie.
Wait a minute, Ganji. See, this is another problem you have. You're not listening.
I am listening. I hear
I'm telling you, you're my biggest problem. You're my weakest link in the organization.
I can't believe that. I really can't.
Well, then there's no hope for you.
Ganji, it's not a joke. I'm being serious.
Okay.
I want you to work the camera. I'm trying to give you a shot in television, but I got to be honest with you. I'd rather have somebody who can get that other stuff done, and I'll give them a little perk.
All right. I don't want to be your weakest link. I will.
You are the weakest link. I'm just telling you. I'm being honest.
You want to be the next to the weakest link.
Right. What is he stuttering, John?
The calls are coming in just saying that Ganji doesn't look at like his job's a privilege. He feels that you owe him something. Everyone's yelling at him.
Yeah.
Saying that he's lazy.
Yeah, well, the point is, it's just that he's not real motivated. I know he doesn't like doing these art. A lot of the stuff I'm asking him to do is mundane, but yet I need to have it done. I need someone to do it. So I said, wait a second, let me pay him some dough to do that. And plus, if I piggyback it onto this E salary, with he's here anyway. But when he's here, part of your job is to get this other articles and everything done because I don't want you sitting around just sitting and fiddling with that camera.
But also you thought that maybe fiddling around with the camera would make him a little happier to do the other stuff and it would be an easier task for him.
Well, yesterday, for example, like we had people coming in here and stuff that Ganji need to follow around with a camera. But like the first hour of the show, nobody was here.
Yeah, but when somebody does come in, he will stand at the door with that camera until the interview's over.
Right.
So certainly no work is getting done then.
Right. Even though it's on the radio and they're not coming out, and you could have your camera all set up and ready to go, instead of standing at the door, go back and get your work done. You understand?
Yeah.
You do.
Right, but I have to address the Ganji, wait a minute. When you're
approach like Tom and say, can we fix that thing in the back? Can I do that?
Gary's going to handle that. All you have to do is tell Gary.
Tell Gary.
Yeah, and Gary will worry about it.
But the point is, even when he's talking to you, he says, I'm going to work to try to change that. If my boss came to me and said, you know, I'm really unhappy with the way things are, when do you think it would change? Never.
Immediately.
Today.
Immediately.
Right now. Not I'm going to work to change it.
Right.
Look for progress in the year 2000.
I believe in you. I believe in you. Okay. Go out there and get it done.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. All right, there you go.
Done.
All right, consider it done. That's what I like. All right, go ahead. I love the guy. I mean, I'm trying for him.
Look at now he's walking out of there with the same slouched attitude.
Goodbye.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're such a liar.
You're such a lawyer.
No, he sees the other guys from E. They all stand around. You know, they look at cameras. They do. Listen, I don't know what the other guys from E do, but he wants to be like one of these guys that, you know, talks about TV.
Sure.
I don't need that. I got him that to get him in TV a little bit. I need a guy who's thinking. Right?
Everything is effortful for Ganji.
Yeah, I know, but everyone thinks...
I gotta log whatever I tape.
Yeah.
I gotta do articles.
I mean, it is menial work. I'm not saying it's the most exciting work in the world. But this is a job I need done. I need help with it.
But he doesn't understand. It's the level of enthusiasm he brings to that.
Yeah.
Is the thing that will catapult him to something else.
Right.
You know, he
People
might
see him
get
hustling.
an idea,
right.
You know, how to make it more efficient, make it better. You see he's a go-getter. He has ideas.
Yeah,
you move him up the chain.
He becomes indispensable.
Yeah. He never gets that point.
Indispensable or indisposable? I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever
Ganji might be.
All right. All right, anyway. It's an entry-level kind of thing, but he's making okay money. Not great money, but he's doing all right.
I'm trying to think, has anybody moved anywhere in this organization?
Nowhere. There's no jobs. I keep telling these guys there's no jobs in this organization. It's a dead-end organization.
Because I keep hearing about other people, too. I mean, but Ganji's, you know, he's typical. I mean, here is a guy who said he wanted to be on the air, took 3 speech lessons and dropped out.
Yeah, right. Wants to be an actor, takes 3 speech lessons. Don't block the camera. All right, sorry. That's all right.
You see the hassle here. If he leaves here and goes to his father's business, he doesn't start as a cement carrier.
Right.
He leaves here and becomes vice president of a construction company. So,
right.
Which will never happen because I'm not doing that.
Right.
But should it happen?
Yes.
So that gives you kind of a...
Yeah, right. He's saying, wait a second.
It's a nice pillow.
He's saying, wait a second. I'm the vice president of a construction company. What do I have to be doing?
I'm just not doing it yet.
I know. I don't know what to tell him. I don't know how to resolve that for you. I know he wants me to resolve that for him by giving him a job that is more befitting a Ganji.
I don't want you to give me anything. I want to have to earn it.
Yeah, I don't even have a job for you to earn.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I know that.
You have to create it.
Right. You have to create this job.
You would have to create the job.
Okay. That's right. All right, come on. And don't be so down about what you do. A lot of people would give their left nut to be running around with that dumb camera. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get into it.
I'm going back.
All right, so not everything's glamorous. That's the glamorous part of your job.
Right.
Now you get into it equally. All right, thank you. All right, please, make my life easy. Good. All right, very good. All right, go ahead. Get back to work. You got things to do.
I can't believe you sit around worrying about him.
Yeah. This is one of my biggest problems today. I don't have any problems with anyone else. Ganji. Poor Ganji. Well, there you go.
I didn't know he was... I thought that had cleared up because you've addressed this with him before.
I thought it would only take one. I don't think he thinks I'm serious.
Yeah.
All right, listen, let's take a break. I'm sorry I had to do that on the air. I wasn't going to get into it on the air. But you pushed it. you and the rest of us. Yeah, Martling
did it.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'd like to see it was.
Jackie, you know what I mean. You've got a lot of menial work to be done around. You got to hire people to do it, and they got to get it done, right?
It all has to be done.
Right.
Well, you should see him crack the whip on his mother-in-law.
Oh, really?
He gets her into shape.
Do you really?
Boxes! What's those boxes, you lazy bitch?
Boxes! There's 6 cases of who fought it. I smelled it. It should have gone out by Tuesday. Where's that invoice?
And if she doesn't want to do it, there's somebody that would.
That's right.
You could not plunk down that phone. You could not plunk down that phone and not find somebody that would do the job. And do it free and be glad to do it. For 3 or 4 days.
Right. All right, very good. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.